I've been having a bit of a clear out. I've been going through my wardrobe. It's quite cathartic, really. What do I want? What do I want to keep? Things that have memories. And sometimes it's best to let those memories go and make way for the new. So in this bag here, those things are for the charity shop. Those are things that I've pulled out and I'm either going to alter in some way, or I've found something that needs mending. That's that bag. I've got some things in there that I'm going to sell, and I've got more things for the charity shop over there. Just making way for new energy to come into my life. So I think that's what I'll do now. I'll just take these to charity shop. Those are heavy. I'll need to go in the car with those. But I think I can walk to where there's a recycling place for charity. Two of the charity shops actually had sales on. I didn't buy anything though. Can you hear that wind? I went for a walk today and I actually found some more windfall apples. But there were huge trees that had got limbs blown off. Anyway, I've just called at Morrison's. It says on the receipt 6:30. People often ask me what time I go. And I'd missed quite a lot of reduced things. A lot of the meat I'd missed, but there was a lot of fish. There was a few big tubs of pasta, quite a lot of salad, but I'm growing all that on my windowsill, which I've been eating. What else was there? She was just reducing the pies, the fresh pies. So I actually got these two traditional Cornish pasties from £3 down to 30p. And she just reduced this as well, a meat sub roll, down from 2.85 to 29p. And she just reduced this smoked applewood cheese, 3.24 down to 33p. The only fresh fruit and vegetables that I picked up were these green beans, from 77p to, what does that say, 16p. I got two of these from the fresh counter. These are, so I'll cook these both tomorrow and have a few cold. I've got cod fish cakes there, 1.79 down to 18p, and I think the other one's smoked haddock, 1.79 down to 18p. And then a lady that I've seen a few times, in fact I sort of moved out of the way so that she could get some of this fruit and vegetables, and she saw me later on walking down one of the aisles, and she said, "Do you want this?" She says, "Because I've picked two of these up." And she did have a lot of reduced stuff, bless her. And I said, "Oh yes please," and she gave me this chicken fillet, what's it been, 65 down to 27p. So I shall be cooking that tomorrow as well. A bit of a cooking, I think. I might make some more bread, you know. Anyway, we'll see. I never told you how much I spent, did I? I spent £1.71. So that's my lunch today. I'm going to go shopping to Aldi, I think, this afternoon. One of the fish cakes, some potatoes, the green beans, and these, look, are the windfall apples that I picked. That's the beauty of high winds. It's blowing Lots of apples off the trees. These are just from the hedgerow. Oh, and when I got the fish cakes last night at Morrison's, I called at Sainsbury's on the way home, and they had these apricots. They had a lot of these in one of those crates on the floor. 1.25 down to 10p. Some of them are a little bit hard, but there's one or two that are ready. But I thought, what I'm going to do, you know, I'm going to save the stones inside, and I might try and plant some out and see if we can get an apricot tree. You never know. Well, they say things happen for a reason, and I went back in the flat just to make sure that I'd turned something off, and I had, and really I knew I had. But had I not done that, I've just arrived at Aldi. Had I not done that and been just a few seconds earlier, this car would have hit me. She pulled out and didn't look behind her. Literally, that much she missed me by. Anyway, we're here now, safe and sound, and I have forgotten my list. I should have gone back for my list. So we'll just see what there is. I do know I want some coffee. Well, I don't want some coffee. I want some coffee for my store cupboard. You know, when you look at people's faces, is there a sense of something's coming? You just see it on people's faces, don't you? A look of worry. Anyway, I'm going to start stocking up a little bit more, I think. So I'll just have a look in Aldi and see what there is. Well, it's lunchtime, and I actually thought if I come earlier, because when I've been for coffee before, when I come to Aldi it's usually about tea time, and I thought, well, if I come earlier they might have some, because they don't usually have a large supply of coffee, especially that house blend that I like. Anyway, no, they didn't have any, but there was lots of stuff reduced in the middle, look. So I've only actually bought 5 things, and I aren't convinced that bread flour, strong white bread flour bag isn't going to bust open, so I might put that in a separate bag. Everything seems to be covered in flour. Anyway, that was £1.09. Bread making flour. I shall get another one of those. The date on that is April 2025. 6-pack of ready salted crisps for 89p. These Jive biscuits are now £1.19. I just got some chicken stock cubes if I need them, instead of making my own stock. Those are 65p. And I just got some Alberta Balsam conditioner. I think I'll get a couple more of those as well. I'll write a list when I go home. But I spent £4.77. Take care, people.